Hello, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Nashte. I'm the marketing and PR manager here at 31 Media, and welcome to the 31 Media podcast. Today, we're having a chat with Morshed. He is a senior systems engineer lead at Cubic, and he's been there for over 5 years now. He's worked with multiple clients such as TFL, RDG, and many more. His primary responsibility is ensuring the quality of the products that are released into production environments. As a team lead, he also brings innovation and enhanced productivity to the team. Welcome to the 31 Media Podcast, Morshed. We are very grateful to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for having me. Firstly, let me share a bit more of my background.
Mhm.
As you mentioned, I currently work at Cubic Transportation System as a senior system engineer lead. It's been over 5 years here at Cubic, and I must say it's been a great journey since I joined. I had the opportunity to learn about various systems and how they work together. Prior to joining Cubic, I worked as a deployment engineer at a company based in Leicester.
Mhm.
And every time I speak about Leicester, it reminds me of very sweet memories, especially the time I
Yeah.
had with my friends from uni.
Mhm.
I did my master's in advanced software engineering from University of
Oh,
Leicester
nice.
and had
Yeah.
the great opportunity to learn various things related to software engineering. As a lead, my responsibilities are not only to ensure tasks are completed on time, but also find ways how we can make collaboration more effectively and bring more productivity to the team. And
Mhm.
this involved finding new ways as well as making enhancement to the existing processes for, of course, the betterment of the team. Yeah, I spoke about, collaboration. I
Yeah.
guess for me, it's always been, finding ways to work in a high productive manner.
Mhm.
And I guess I strongly believe that no matter how great things are in place, there is always scope for improvement.
Mhm.
And I guess the main challenge and key are to find and explore the way how you can bring productivity and fits into the team. And as you mentioned, there are huge benefit. I mean, obviously there are a number of benefits for smart collaboration, either as an individual or a team,
Mhm.
which I'll be sharing in the upcoming National Testing Conference. So looking forward to it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, amazing. So I'm curious, what really got you excited or passionate about smarter collaboration in the first place? Has it been because you became like a lead, or how did that journey take about?
Yeah, sure. So as I said, I did my degree in IT,
Yeah,
and I had the software testing and engineering as my modules during my master's degree. Um,
yeah.
so studying that actually took me to explore more on that side. So I started my career as a software test engineer. And then since I joined Cubic, I was promoted to a senior and then now as a lead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a lead, it's mainly looking after your team and your team members, isn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it is mainly to look for ways how I can bring more productivity to the team, as well as look after individual and their performances to get better. So yeah, I think that's where the smart collaboration came in, and I know I had to look ways where I could make either find new ways or make the changes to the existing processes for the betterment of the team.
Yeah,
So that's where it came from. Yeah, and IT is something that I've always studied since my university up until now.
yeah. Amazing. That's great. So, like from your experience with working with different clients as well, how do you think organizations today can foster and improve certain soft skills and, active listening, which are like key components when it comes to smarter collaboration? How can organizations like effectively foster them between their team members to basically enhance collaboration?
I'm glad you asked about foster open communication. And I
Hmm.
guess communication is in any form is, very much underrated.
Yeah.
And it certainly is significant when it comes to enhanced collaboration. And now there are many ways for companies and organizations to support and improve soft skills, as well as active listening to enhance the collaboration.
Hmm.
Some of the ways that I know are firstly, foster open and transparent communication. What I mean by that is encourage a culture where
Mhm.
team members feel comfortable expressing their ideas, concerns, and any issues and feedback. Create channels for sharing information, and such as regular team meetings. By promoting transparency, you can ensure that team members are on the same page and aligned towards common goals.
Mhm.
Second, for me, would be team survey, scheduled either quarterly or biannually. The survey is quite useful to find out how members of a team feel about their day-to-day tasks.
Mhm.
Not only that, it also, allows you to find new ideas and suggestions from the team, which can be very useful for not just for a team, for the entire department too.
Mhm.
Um, Another one would be practice active listening.
Yeah.
Listening is again quite underrated. It's very
Yeah.
great skill to have. And by
Mhm.
truly listening to each other, team members can foster mutual respect and build strong connections. Effective communication is never one way, it's always two-way street that involves not
Yeah.
only speaking, but also listening at the same time. Encouraging active listening, by giving them full attention, maintaining eye
Mhm.
contact, and more importantly, validate others' perspectives, even in
Mhm.
disagreement. So that's really important. And probably last but not least is clarify expectation and set smart goals.
Right.
Clear communications begins with clearly defining expectations.
Yeah.
And goals should always be smart to make sure they're realistic and can be achieved over time.
Yeah.
It's important that team members understand their roles and responsibilities as well as desired outcomes of their work.
Mhm.
So yeah. Again, as I said, communication in any forms is really important.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Like, I think communication is definitely underrated, irrespective of where it is, even in a professional
Absolutely,
setting or even outside. And it's so key to have that skill. People think that people are born with it, but they're not. It's like a skill you can sort of learn. But yeah, definitely very helpful. And would you
completely
suggest,
agree.
like, there are any strategies that people can adopt in order to achieve this level of clear communication that sort of helps to, essentially foster smarter collaboration again?
Absolutely, yes. So based on my little experience,
Mm-hmm.
companies and organizations can come up with some good practices.
Mm-hmm.
Both verbal and non-verbal communication. Um, you
Yeah,
know, uh, One that could be is arrange regular status. This could be either a daily or weekly call over Teams to
yeah.
reflect on the previous workloads and also discuss the task ahead. Updates are a good way for the whole team to share what they're working on, whether
Mm-hmm.
they need support, and what they plan to work on in future. Team members can also share these points as a group during regular team meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Second would be arrange one-to-one meetings. So regular one-to-one meetings with team members are a very useful communication.
Mm-hmm.
This allows team members to discuss of any concerns, issues, or any project-related, blockages they might have that they want to also, some issues they want to keep private. So
Right.
these meetings help get to know each team members much better and their career
Mm-hmm.
goals, of course, to provide them with support and when they're facing challenges.
Right.
Um, Another one could be encourage two-way feedback. So two-way feedback
Mm-hmm.
means that a member and his, either lead or a manager can give direct feedback to each other, regardless of the hierarchy. And
Mm-hmm.
directly giving respectful and constructive feedback that's intended to help someone improve in a way of openly communicating.
Right.
Some other way could be, introduce learning and training sessions. This is what I have initiated and also implemented in Cubic.
Mm-hmm.
Learning new things and training can be helpful for a variety of purposes in communication training. In
Mm-hmm.
particular, can encourage team to communicate more clearly.
Right.
Communication training can focus on, many areas, particularly, public speaking and presentation.
Mm-hmm.
These help sort of build relationship and giving, and as well as receiving feedback too.
Mm-hmm.
So there
Amazing.
are many ways. It's just, which ones more fit into the company and the team that
Mm-hmm.
matters, I guess.
Yeah. Like from your experience, have you ever seen or come across a situation where you had to actively try to create like a positive outlook towards like giving feedback to each other? Because you mentioned one-on-one sessions, which is essentially the
Yes.
period where there's like a two-way feedback going on, right?
Hmm.
And have you ever had to be in a situation where you had to actively create like a positive outlook towards it?
Oh, yes, yes. So currently I lead a team of 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have one-to-one with each of my team members on a 2 weekly basis. So every fortnight, I mean. Um, so as I said earlier, a strong feedback culture offers several significant benefits. And that can, not only help the team member, but also helps transform the dynamics of a company.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have my one-to-one with my team members, and it's always feedback is always effective when you have both effective as well as the constructive.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to know the member's strength and the weakness. So when you know the strength, you can give motivation. You can say the positives about it.
Mm-hmm.
On the weakness side, you can tell him or her about where to improve.
Right.
So, based on the feedback that I have given to my team members, I've seen, it improves their performance and productivity. Um, it also boosts,
Mm-hmm.
morale and engagement. Not only
Mm-hmm.
that, it also enhances, learning and development.
Right.
So, yeah, helpful feedbacks, but not only for the team members, but it also helps for, someone like me as a lead to figure out team members' skill and weakness, and
Mm-hmm.
it encourages the teams to keep learning and improving their skills, which help them adapt to do their jobs too.
Right. That's a really good insight, because it's so important to create that environment where feedback is seen as a positive thing and you can sort of like build up on it with positive criticism, etc. But thank you for that
Certainly.
insight. Um,
Sure.
my next question is about the role of technology.
Mhm.
I'm curious, like, what role does that play in smarter collaboration? And with you leading a team of 8, do you currently use any tools or platforms that you would recommend to people for, supporting seamless communication and collaboration?
Sure, sure. So I guess both technology and tools, they, certainly play a vital role in smarter collaboration.
Hmm. Hmm.
And there are many ways how tools bring huge benefits and make the work much easier for us. So one probably would be use the right channels to get message across. So again, what I mean by that is, use of the tools correctly, which is essential for collaborative, and also building the team unity. So whether a team works in person or stays apart, they need to have quick, spontaneous interaction without needing to schedule a meeting every time.
Hmm.
So, if you use a tool like Teams, you can
Hmm.
have a call with people not only, around you, you can also have a call anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And again, having different channels in tech means people can communicate according to their personal preferences or the task at hand. It also means, you can collaborate with colleagues in, different department as they do with persons sitting next to them. So it helps in, in a lot of ways. The
Hmm.
second most effective way would be probably automation, which simplify
Hmm.
workflows. So by setting up automated workflows, team members can have more time to spend on high priority tasks, like
Hmm.
collaboration with stakeholders and creative problem solving. If I
Hmm.
say an example, it would be you can create an automation to notify team in Slack. That's again a useful tool to have. So every time a lead fills out the contact form on the website, meaning
Hmm.
that no one has to spend their time following up manually. It will automatically give you that notification. So that saves a lot of
Hmm.
time as well in that way.
Right.
And in addition, project management tools, they're quite useful as well to map out
Right.
timelines and delegate tasks.
Hmm.
They let you organize deadlines and also leave comments to keep everyone in the loop as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, as I said, tools. in recent trends, they're very useful to have. I
Yeah.
personally use one of the AI tools called Grammarly. Maybe
Oh,
you have
okay.
heard it.
Yeah.
So, I use it, as in when I write my emails, Grammarly just checks and looks for any errors, either it's a spelling mistake or grammar mistakes, and it just fixes
Mm,
itself. In addition, it also gives me some suggestions. So very
yeah.
useful to have, and I guess it's important that we use it for our, day-to-day tasks.
Right. Amazing. These are very helpful insights and some very actionable tips as well. So thank you so much for that. And coming on to my last question, but firstly,
Sure.
congratulations on being like the NSQ speaker, which is
Thank you.
taking place in like less than 15 days now. So we're definitely closing in. And could you give us a little more insight into what your speaking session is going to be
Absolutely.
about?
Sure, sure. So I will give a speech. My dear colleague Anjali Nair from Cubic, she'll also join me. So we
Mm,
will talk about effective collaboration
yeah,
as a team as well as an
yeah.
individual. So we will discuss about the ways how you can collaborate effectively and bring more efficiency to the team.
Hmm.
My colleague Anjali, she'll be talking about various elements of working as an individual and how they will help. And
Hmm.
we'll also talk about, hard work and smart work, which approach
Hmm.
is better. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm looking forward to the event. I'm very
Yeah.
excited, and I hopefully, I'll be. It'll be nice to share my ideas, my knowledge, and then also get to know from the audiences as well.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a very interesting talk. Because it's like it's a subject that doesn't get spoken about enough, and definitely in our world of software testing and quality assurance, there are certain soft skills that also need to be spoken about. And thank you for bringing attention to this topic, and I'm very much looking forward to your talk.
Here.
And thank you again for coming to the 31 Media podcast. It was really nice chatting with
Lovely.
you today.
Thank you too, and lovely talking to you. I mean, my main intention was to spread the knowledge, share the knowledge with audiences. So yeah, thank you again.
Yeah. No
Sure.
worries. Thank you. And I'll see you
Thanks.
at NSTC then.
Thanks. Bye.